Hello, it's like in here to show you the weather apple. In coloring here, as you see, is a weather apple. Is I went ahead and colored in is an apple. It's like with the say it's like you call it groups or categories of different say is in different slices. If you were to cut an apple into like 5 slices or whatever, then the 5 things to remember about in case of severe weather is that that one is getting prepared for it, and then it's like second could be taking action, and 3 is it's like taking listening to the weather updates and all that, and making sure that you have the supplies that you need and all that stuff. But it's like 3 and 4. It's like 4, it's like keeping a lookout. But it's like you got with the weather supplies and stuff like that, along with the weather alert radio, along with some candy bars, and along with say some spare batteries. It's like make sure that you got like a kit that you can use to make sure that you have the right battery, have enough batteries, and maybe the right battery type to operate any type of radios that you have, and along with the raincoats such as clothing, and along with a pair of gloves. But so far as for weather apple is that have a first aid kit with you, and then along with radio news, and then it's like so far as for severe weather is that I went ahead and drew is that severe weather lightning strikes along with some raindrops, and then you got the ground here, but a lot of time along with the tornadoes. But tornadoes, it's like snowfall, and then along with the hail, and then along with the temperature reading. But a lot of times it's like with bad weather is that you just really don't know. Well, say they pretty much most meteorologists would probably say that most of the time you just never know when bad weather is going to strike. But just knowing how to get prepared for it is like is really say is which I would think that be the most important part, is that knowing is getting prepared for whenever say bad weather strikes. And so far as with weather apple is that it's like that with weather apple, which I don't even know if you would be able to buy like something kind of like a weather apple, but that will be kind of like a and that it's like something that you can think about is like so far as a weather apple is if you were to cut the apple in half, cut it into 4 or 5 slices, or maybe 8 slices, whatever that however many slices you like, but whatever slices, it's like equals like what you call a step for what you need to take if you would hear about the severe weather. That what you need to do is if there's a watch or warning issued, is that is like take action, get to a safe location. It's like such as away from windows, and then make sure that you have enough supplies with you. But along with the tornadoes and along with hurricanes, it's like got the hurricane there. It's like which I would say take a guess about the hurricane. It's like if it would be like different colors in blue or pink or something like that. But you got the hurricane there, and then along with the earthquake, and then along with say the mudslides. But a lot of people would probably say it's like driving in the bad weather, while during the bad weather, a lot of times it's like while you're in the car, if you're driving or having in park or whatever, which I'm sure a lot of people would probably say, a lot of the weather people, meteorologists would probably say is that that a lot of times it's not safe, and if you have to, it's like go over to a ditch or something like that, a creek or some place where there's a place where you can just say that you can take cover, in like a place where the say is it like around a creek, a place where it's like I don't know if to say the flat land or something like that, but the place where the land is kind of slanted. It's like where it's curved to where it forms like a little V shape, or whatever you call it, which I'm sure that most of the time that weather forecasters would probably say that streams and waterways and stuff like that are not safe to be around. More like a place that if you had to take cover somewhere, more like a creek or somewhere on a sturdy structure, not really a car, which they say a car could be picked up and thrown in midair. It's like it could happen real fast, but which I don't know. It's like really never experienced any severe weather, but so far as driving in the car, is that a lot of people probably say that getting to a place where near a sturdy structure, a place where it's away from windows, and that it's not going to such as what you say a basement or someplace like that, or maybe a ditch, but anyway. With you got the sunset here. With the sunset is a lot of times is that you look at the sun set, or it could be the sunrise or whatever, that you would see a ring right there. And a lot of times it's like you never know about that. The ring, whenever you look at it, is that a lot of times is that the ring may represent it's like good weather or something like that, or just the way the sun shines. But you got that ring right there, and the way you kind of look at it is that the way you look at it is a day, or for good, say good tropical weather, and such as a rainbow. You got you don't really see them too often, but so as the earthquake and along with the mudslides and what's like say all kinds of weather conditions, such as you say is hurricanes, you say typhoons and stuff like that. But so far as with the weather apple is that like it's like a kit, say a kit that you can have in the office or at home or whatever, to where you would know what to do in a place that's just that one area, that one place, to where you wanted to keep emergency supplies, such as candy bars, maybe spare batteries or something like that, gloves, and maybe a coat, something that you that place to where you know that it'll be whenever you need it. But so far as driving out in the weather, it's like you make sure that they got the defrosters and everything on defrosters, and then making sure that you have a clear view of wherever you're driving before you take your journey somewhere. But anyway, got the car, and along with the weather app, along with the colorings, it's like you got the hail, and then along with the temperature reading, it's like the temperature reading, it's like about 20 degrees, or that a lot of times whenever it changes, that's whenever the weather cool front or whatever moves in, and the weather changes that way, or perhaps that whenever the weather does reach a certain temperature, then that cool front moves in, and then the warm front and all that stuff. It's like it's like you just begin wondering if that's how tornadoes are formed. But a lot of times it's like north, south, east, and west. It's like whatever the direction that the clouds are moving and all that. But anyway, and all the weather station to be able to listen to the latest weather updates, and then along with the first aid kit, and all this the sunshine and the apple, and then along with say this the snowflaking and the hail, and then along with and then the severe weather watch, for lightning strikes, and so far as it for radio news, and then so far as with the coloring, and it's like weather apple and color.